Hey, what's going on, everyone? I have the Ricky Smiley with me here today. What's going on, Rick? How you
Hey, how
doing?
you doing, man? Thank you for having me.
Thank you for the opportunity. I know you're from the city of Birmingham, where I'm from. It speaks volume that you always giving back to the city. Why do you give back in such a great way, unlike other people?
Well, the thing about it is, it's part of your job, part of your responsibility to give back. You're blessed to be a blessing. You grew up in church, and you know that you're supposed to give, and your whole purpose on this earth is to serve. Your entire purpose for being on this earth is to serve others and to make somebody else's quality of life better. And just know that when you bless people, that God gonna always make sure you get a little something.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I grew up listening to We Miss Robert. I grew up listening to that. What inspired you to do, be a comedian?
I was always funny. Always funny in high school. The Woodlawn High School graduated. I just hung out with funny guys, and we were always funny. I wasn't even the funniest one. I just decided to take it to the stage. So I just started. I came to the comedy club before the Stardome, when the comedy club was on Greenspring, and that's when I kind of started my career. November the 13th, 1989. You probably weren't born then. That was the first time I went on stage, and it was pretty awesome to kind of get myself started. And 4 months after that, Bruce Ayers, who owns the comedy club Stardome, turned me from an amateur to a professional.
Wow. So what's so special about Birmingham to you? I know you travel a lot. Is Birmingham special to you?
Oh, absolutely. It's home. It's home. My grandmother, my great grandparents. My mom. Every childhood memory I have is Birmingham. So no matter where you go, Birmingham is always going to be home, and I'm really proud of it. I'm proud to be from here. Home of the Civil Rights Movement, home of Woodlawn High School, home of Tony Nathan and one of the original Charlie's Angels, and Nell Carter, and home of the Civil Rights Movement, home of a lot of great things. So I'm really proud to be from here.
Okay, so in Birmingham, we want to kind of curb the violence. What's your advice for that? What can we do?
Young people just gonna have to make better decisions. I'm sure at some point, some teacher, some coach, some librarian, some deacon, some pastor, somebody done told all these kids right from wrong. It's up to them. When you get 16, 17, or whatever, you get to a point in your life, you're gonna have to make decisions. It's not the mayor's fault, it's not the city council's fault, it's not the county commissioner's fault. You as an individual, I came from Kingston Project, and I got to a point in my life, I'm gonna have to make a decision. Am I gonna go left, or am I gonna go right? Prime example, like yourself, I did this interview with you today because you remind me of myself. When I was your age, I was rocking the ties and the suspenders and trying to look fly because I was on my way to something successful. And I had dreams, like you seeking out your dreams, you trying to make it. I did the same thing, and that's why I'm here. And this way you're gonna be, 20 years from now on NBC, on national television, or whatever. So that's how, being like you, making great decisions. I'm sure you could be in a gang and you could sell dope if you wanted to, but you made a decision to do what you're doing. And that's what it's all about.
Wow, Rick, I never knew you was that intellectual, and I really appreciate the opportunity, man.
It took some time, it took some time. Coming from where I come from, you have to learn. Because when you do radio, you have to read live spots. You got an audience of 6 million people listening to you. You're on the radio in Chicago. We're not just on the radio in Birmingham, 95.7. We're on the radio, Power 92 in Chicago, Ricky Smiley Morning Show. 99 Jams, Miami, Ricky Smiley Morning Show. We on the radio everywhere. So every city I go to, like, hey man, I listen to you, man. What's up with Black Tony? On the mornings, every city I go to, we had Ricky Smiley Morning Show. So you have to learn how to talk. You have to learn confidence and how to articulate and how to speak and how to try your best to use proper English. And I was teaching my nieces and nephews today about etiquette. Ladies, how to pose for a picture, how to introduce yourself with a firm handshake and be on time and be prompt. Everything, just professionalism. And that's one of the things that we have to learn.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. And another thing, what's your definition of balance?
Oh yeah. For me,
Yes, sir.
I don't want to be I could have been as famous as I wanted to be, but too much of anything is not good for anybody. If your favorite food is pizza, Pizza might be your favorite food, but what if you had it every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? It start to make you sick. Same thing with this entertainment. So, you know, I'm okay with medium fame, and then I have to break away and like I really go to the lake. I really like get on a boat and go out on the ocean and just relax and go to a place where nobody know who I am, nobody want a selfie, nobody care about who I am or whatever. They just want to have a good time and just be free and enjoy the water and enjoy marine life. I swam this summer. I swam with some sharks. I swam with nurse sharks, lemon sharks, stingrays, not barracuda, whatever. But I kind of really enjoy marine life. Dolphins, you know, so I go over to the Bahamas, man, and I go to Honeymoon Harbor and just get out there and feed and just enjoy marine life and sitting on the beach. That's my thing. I'm a summer baby. So anything, so I go swimming every day. I've been swimming today. That's why I'm all dark and got chlorine, smelling like chlorine right now. I got some lotion to the bath, but I've been swimming today. I swim every day. When I get off the air, I put on some swimming trunks and I go and swim every day. I enjoy the summer. I hate winter. So that's
You know, Rick, and I really, you know, I can't say it enough. I really appreciate what you did for that guy at Tarrant High School. I actually went to Tarrant High School. I didn't graduate from that. I ended up graduating from Huffman.
I'm a Wildcat. I played Little League football with Tarrant Wildcat. We spend the night at the rink on the weekend.
Oh, for real?
Oh, man, yeah.
Definitely.
That was part of my manhood. I talk about that in my book, man. Playing football for the Tarrant Wildcats. So yeah, I got a history with Tarrant. You know, that's part of my a very prominent part of my childhood. So yeah.
Well, Rick, man, you know, continue being yourself. I really appreciate your presence.
Yeah.
All of that good stuff, man. Thank you.
Well, thank you for this interview, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
Well, but ask him what his first big break was, where audiences outside of Birmingham knew who you were.
Okay.
Okay.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What was your first big break outside of Birmingham?
Oh man, BET Comic View when they had ComCam back in the day, Showtime at the Apollo, and HBO Def Comedy Jam was the biggest one back in '93. We born then.
94.
94.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So a year before you was born, I was on HBO Def Comedy Jam with Martin Lawrence,
Right.
and that was when the episode. Can't do that. Yeah. All right, ready? Here we go again, cause that's gonna. You don't want that to be in the. All right, ready? 1993, Martin Lawrence, HBO's Def Comedy Jam. You know, back in the day. That's what everybody used to do in Birmingham on a Friday before you go to the club. You watch HBO Def Comedy Jam. And I never forget the night I came on Def Comedy Jam, I did a joke about the Qs and AKAs and whatever, and I had been kind of working ever since. I got better over the years. I wasn't that good then, but I was good enough to be on that show. But now I'm an old vet and been doing comedy 28 years. And yeah, November the 13th, 1989 is the first time I went on stage. Open mic night. 19 years old. I met Steve Harvey when he was 29. I was 18 or 19, and Bruce Ayers was 39. Their own stardom.
Wow.
So I've been in the game a long time. So that's why people like, man, you on the Martin Lawrence lit AF tour, man. How you tearing it up? I'm like, I'm an old vet, man. I got jokes. I can go out there and just toot.
Definitely. You know, you from Birmingham though.
Gotta represent.
Wow, man.
You make sure you. Yeah, thank you. Keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate it.
Definitely.
All right.
Wait, y'all can talk one more time. This is from B-roll for you, Dad.
Okay, cool. So, Rick, you know, I really just. How is it in Atlanta? You know, is it how? You know, you like it down?
I'm just there for work. The best city I ever lived in was Dallas, Texas.
My favorite too.
Yeah, Dallas, Texas was the best city I ever had an opportunity to live in. Atlanta for me is just a little too much. It's not the Atlanta that I grew up loving. Like, you know, the Atlanta Outcast and Freaknik. That was Atlanta. This Atlanta right here, I just kind of go to the radio station, go back to my apartment. And the minute I don't have nothing else to do in Atlanta, I come home. I live in Birmingham. So I work in Atlanta. So I might be there 2 to 3 days out of the week. But like just this morning, like sometimes I do the morning show from home. Like this morning, I was sitting outside of my kitchen doing a morning show. But the way the mic, I have a studio built in my house. And you know, the way I do my, maybe you come interview me while I'm doing the morning show from home, and then maybe come interview me while I'm doing the morning show from home. and then do another interview while I'm doing the morning show in Atlanta and put it all together where you can see the difference. And then we'll give you some real audio and put it all together. You'll have your nice little segment.
Can we do that before August?
Before August. I'll check. We'll figure it out. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, man.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
I
Keep
like-
doing what you're doing.
Yeah, definitely. I interviewed Shantae Owens, you know Jerry Shantae Owens?
I seen the video.
And Mary Wolfen,
Yeah.
JJ Pruitt.
I seen them. Dexter send me everything.
You watch me for real?
Yeah, I watched it. That's why I said. That's why I be supporting y'all. Y'all the future, man.